Okay, tell me if the plot of Final Fantasy II sounds familiar. You have a rebellion fighting against an evil empire who has a really powerful superweapon, and the main character has a family member as an enemy agent dressed in black armor. Yeah, that does sound familiar, doesn't it? Final Fantasy just really likes ripping off Star Wars for some reason. In any case, as far as evil emperors go, Mateus is one of the better examples I've seen. There's not really much in the way of backstory for this guy. Heck, he didn't even have a name in his first appearance. Back then he was just called the Emperor. All we know about him is this. At some point, he made a deal with demonic forces and sold his soul to the devil for unlimited power and used that power to plow through the rest of the world with seemingly no resistance. In the process, he destroyed countless cities in his wake and killed a ton of people. Eventually, he gets killed by the heroes, but when the devil comes to collect, this guy murders the devil and takes over his position, making the capital of hell his stronghold. That is hardcore. Now, Final Fantasy II is a mixed bag, to put it lightly, but its greatest strength has always been in how it portrays war and death. Everything in the game has a bleak, hopeless atmosphere that permeates the entire game, and you feel the Emperor's hand in everything horrible that happens, despite the fact that you never meet him in person until like the halfway point of the game. His looming influence over the world goes so far that you'll barely notice his rather non-threatening design.
I told you already, I'm not David Bowie.
What else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, the fact that this guy killed the devil and took his place. I can't stress that fact enough. Bad guys in this series attaining a powerful final form is nothing new. But this guy became the actual devil. That's really hard to top. But it gets even better. The remakes of Final Fantasy II include a bonus campaign where you play as the characters who got killed off as they make their way through heaven, which is strangely dangerous. And when you get to the end, you find out that when the Emperor was killed, his good half split from his evil half, and his good half took over heaven. This guy is so evil that his good half is evil. He is not the most complex of characters, but he's one of those force of nature villains that doesn't really need a personality. He single-handedly lifted Final Fantasy II from a nigh unplayable mess to a nigh unplayable mess with huge emotional stakes.